Okay,
But
when can we start?
we can start about week after next, but is if that's all right.
So what is your estimate? It won't take more than 2 days.
3 days maybe.
At the most 3 days.
3 days.
We go by timelines. We finish the other reference time. Only half a day more.
Manoj, I'm in the first matter. I'm for the respondent. My request is if your lordship could not take it on 23rd, take it on 24th.
No.
I have a
We
personal.
No, we can't have individual.
Only one day I'm requesting. Since your lordships are adjusting the list.
So 23rd, 24th, and 25th.
Lordship.
If your lordship could consider.
Your turn would come up 24th only if you are on the other side.
I'm in the first matter.
His turn won't come on the.
Yes, 23rd I'll be back with
we would first hear
the
those,
personal difficulty.
we would first hear those who are supporting the proposition that
Yes.
and then all others can respond.
Very well. Very well. Very well.
In any case, your turn would come on the second day only.
Lord,
Please.
apart from the questions of law your lordship had framed in the last order, there are just a couple more questions which your lordship may consider, my lord.
My learned brother also has raised one question.
Yes.
So, according to why not there are two issues.
Yes.
One, whether the combined experience
Right.
as a lawyer and as a judicial officer.
Correct. That's what we.
Could that be taken into consideration
That's right.
for an eligibility?
In fact, the purport of.
And secondly, if that is resolved, then the other issue as to whether the judicial officers can appear, that doesn't arise. If you answer this question in the affirmation.
Actually, there were 3 categories in the original judgment.
The
Category 1, 2, and 3.
thing is about that quota, basically, whether that quota is sacrosanct for the bar.
That will decide it.
Yes.
According to for the bar.
I'm sorry, Bharat?
According to you,
That's the plain language.
That's what.
that will decide. Unfortunately, that's not for you to decide.
That's our submission.
Your sister can decide, it's not you.
That's our
No,
submission.
so ultimately, that is the question.
Yes, that is the question.
Don't you think the time has come to think from the institutional point of view that rather than lawyer's point of view?
Yes, absolutely.
Who will be nodal, you are on your side, so you have to divide the timelines between one, we will grant you.
Can you give us a copy?
I want to start, my lord.
No,
I will take about.
give you 1.5 day
Yes,
and one and a half day to them. Within that.
All right.
we'll do that.
Divide our time.
We'll do that.
Can we have a copy of what you're tendering?
Mr. Ajay Kumar Singh, my lord, who's in several matters, he can be the nodal counsel for the compilations, etc.
Can Mr. Bhuchar?
Now, my lord, the first one, my lord, is something that, my lord,
I think first one may not arise. The second, if we take the second one, so that will.
in the sense that if your lordship were to interpret 233, it's a different thing that your lordship reads down 7 years in it, but just have a look at 233, my lord.
There's an extra.
Have a look at 233(2). A person not already in the service of the union or of a
What
state.
we are yet to get.
I'm sorry, 233(2).
Person
Not already in the service of the union or of a state shall only be eligible to be appointed a district judge if he has been for not less than 7 years an advocate or a pleader and is recommended by the High Court for appointment. So as it reads, either you should be in the service of the union or the state, or you should be a lawyer with 7 years standing. Which means that if you are a civil judge.
Service as a judicial officer.
Correct. So therefore, in Chandra Mohan, the constitution bench held that the service of the union or the state has to be judicial service. Therefore, my lord, if you are a civil judge, then there is no
Impediment.
amount of time that has been prescribed as to how long.
Bit too dangerous that both ways. Supposing somebody is put in 2 years of service,
Yes.
then 3 years, then he'll become eligible.
No. With a rider of minimum 7 years.
No, that's
No, Lord, no.
If
No, so that is of course for your lordship to consider.
No.
I am not saying that your lordship should hold that.
It might lead to absurdity.
No, maybe, but
That's
I'm
therefore-
just saying that's an issue that will arise. So therefore, that's why I'm not framed it as
Second
a.
issue is more appropriate.
No, I agree, my lord. Ultimately, maybe your lordship should hold that I may agree with your lordship on that.
Chandar Mohan has said something on this, my lord. Chandar Mohan says something on the interplay between subclause 1 and subclause 2.
I'm only flagging it as an issue, not asking your lordship to hold that, my lord.
That's all right.
So I think you can argue on that,
Yes,
but I think second would cover everything here.
Lord.
Correct.
Second won't cover a situation where somebody has been a civil judge, let's say for 6 years. And
But see, 6 years and 1 plus 1 year as a,
no,
as
supposing,
a lawyer.
supposing, my lord,
Because
the-
as my learned person rightly puts it, we don't want a situation that a person
correct,
play with
my
a minimum 2 years of
lordship will
service.
hold that, my lord. Ultimately, maybe your lordship will hold that. I am not saying that what
Something
your lordship should,
hypothetical.
I am
See,
only,
by the judgment delivered by the Honorable Chief Justice.
Yes.
3 years is required for minimum for the,
Correct,
that will
correct.
take care of it by and large. By and large will take care of it.
correct.
So,
So therefore, I am only
We'll
flagging,
bring this.
your lordship may just put it as an issue so that it can be argued.
In addition to the issues which I have already framed, the following two issues are also framed for consideration. Post the matter on 23rd of September, the lawyers supporting the proposition that the members of a judicial service can also appear for the post of direct district judge and the proposition that for counting the 7 years experience, the experience at the bar and at the civil judge will be taken into consideration. Will conclude their arguments. Will argue on 23rd and the first half of 24th. The lawyers opposing the said proposition will argue their case on the second half of 24th and 25th. The Ajay Mohan Singh, Ajay Kumar Singh,
Yes.
Shri Ajay Kumar Singh will act as a nodal counsel on the lawyers forming the first part and divide the timeline between the counsels arguing the said case. Who will be on your side?
Mr. John Matthews.
Correct. The John Matthews, the learned advocate on record, they are nodal counsel for the group of lawyers arguing in the second part and divide the timelines between the lawyers.
But also the two nodal council may make a joint wherever compilations are required.
Only some judgments.
There are only some judgments.
Yes, there is no-
Correct. If the councils will sit together to work out the compilation, a common convenience compilation. Let it be convenience compilation, not inconvenience compilation. Because in the other matter, now we are having 24,000 pages.
Here, fortunately, it's a narrow issue, so I don't think that problem will arise.
I give facts are,
Facts are not relevant, they are only a question of law.
the judgments your lordship have to consider.
Now you must have an experience that we abide by timelines. We concluded the last
My
reference.
friend will fix the schedule and we will abide by that schedule.
Suppose there are 10 councils to argue. Each of them abide by the timeline.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
And normally what happens after the first council argues the case,
Once the,
and it is
once
written.
the judgments are cited, and then only the
It's
proper.
only a question, it's a question of interpretation of the judgment.
That's right.
Correct,
Because I think there are two constitution bench judgments also.
correct, correct.
Correct.
Rameshwar and-
But then for everybody, there must be a timeline.
Yes.
Everybody is. No, that we are very strict with the timelines.
No, I agree.
Yeah, we'll-
I agree. I agree.
If we stop live streaming, then there won't be a problem.
Grateful to your lordship.
Grateful, very grateful. Very good.
ਹਾਰਿਆ ਨ ਜਾਵਾ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰ ਜੋ ਤੁਧ ਭਾਵੈ ਸਾਈ ਭਲੀ ਕਾਰ ਤੂੰ ਸਦਾ ਸਲਾਮਤ ਨਿਰੰਕਾਰ ਭਰੀਐ ਹੱਥ